Well, it's been a hot minute since I have done a more regular format video, so I'm gonna start back at it right now. The Blue M3 is back from the body shop. The rust repair is complete. As you can see, no longer giant gaping rust holes everywhere. Rockers are nice and clean. And they've actually completely cut out and replaced the entire rear sail panel, or whatever you call that, as well, because they got into it, and of course it was worse than anticipated. So, yep, looks like they might have taken out an additional piece. That's got to be a rear liner. I'll have to look into that. But everything else that I took off the car is still here. Yes, indeed, it's a rear liner. So yeah, I guess I'll get going on it. Got some new tires for it and everything. Pretty excited to get this thing back in action. It's kind of a chore remembering where all of this hardware goes, but most of it's pretty unique. The side skirts are mostly those little two-piece push clip things. These are very likely for the fenders. I don't even remember where that goes. That's likely... I'm gonna have to Google that part number. I don't even know. But yeah, I should have a bin of just nothing but side skirt hardware. That's headlights for sure. I did try to keep everything as grouped as I could when I pulled it apart. However, I had to move some parts. So it looks like in there is side skirt hardware. Nice. I'm gonna start with the front fenders actually, and then kind of work my way from there. So I've got a single electrical connector for the repeater. It looks like an outside in on the bottom and the top. An inside out on the bottom, and then all the rest of it. There's a bottoms up on the front, which looks like a ton of fun to get to, and then top down and everything else. So I think for this step I do actually have to pull the front wheels out if I remember correctly. So fender one's back on, pretty straightforward. There's a 10 mil from the down up there. Bunch of T27s up top. There is a 10 mil, just regular hex in there. There's another one driven straight in there. It's another one straight down right here. And that's pretty much all she wrote. You do have to pull the wheel off to do it, at least efficiently. It's not too terrible. I'm gonna throw the skirt on this side. I'm using the jack point, so I may as well do it while it's up in the air a little bit. My car is actually missing a couple of the dick and butthole clips, unfortunately, so I may have to pull the skirt back off and install a few more of those in the future, which kind of sucks, but either way, it'll be fine for right now. There's a bunch of those two-piece push clips on the bottom, so it should hang on just fine. So, same process on this fender. I'm noting a couple of fasteners that are unfortunately missing from the body shop. Looks like they took these off for some godforsaken reason. Next up's gonna be rocker molding. Then I'm going headlights, front bumper, taillights. I think that's pretty much it. This is going together much better than it came apart. Luckily, it's the same body panels on the same car, so as long as you line up the little areas where there wasn't paint underneath it, it seems pretty solid. But yeah. I am so excited this thing's almost done. I might even leave the Fiat here and drive this thing home tonight, just to get the measurements for a trailer hitch. Which, long story short, I'm planning to drive this car to Texas pretty soon to visit some friends and actually do an engine swap on it while it's down there. S54 still, but a fully built one. So, with aspirations of potential supercharging, never know. Might be kind of fun. All right, this skirt's back on. It's a little warped in the middle because it's missing so many clips, but man, I miss this car. It's gonna look really good. Oh, wowza. Anyway, next up, headlight, brackets, bezels. If you watch the teardown, we'll have to deal with the washer, squirter, nozzle things, fog lights. But the bumper itself is actually very easy to deal with. So I'm not too worried about that, but yeah, I gotta put in the other headlight with bracket, and then this one should slide in a little bit easier. So I've got the headlights slotted in, but not actually affixed yet. And I was wrong. I took these out to get a little more clearance to get the headlight out, so I have those. Even have the ballast cover bulb cover. I think that's actually for this side headlight. I have new fog, so I probably won't even put that one back in right now. Maybe I will. But yeah, I'm just gonna get everything set in place, screw it in, put the trims on, get the bumper gasket, which is this thing right here, back on the bumper, throw that on, screw that on, clip it on, then we'll move on to the rear bumper, and that's pretty much it. So on the headlights, start with your outer trim, and then hinge it in, making sure to latch that. For your squirter, just pop it into the socket, it'll latch on, and then pull it out with the pliers, and then you'll be able to just hinge your little cover over top and let it snap back in. Looking good. Okay, that kind of sucked. Wasn't too bad. There's a little more tweaking I think I'll have to do on that headlight. The trim doesn't really want to quite snap in, so. Anyway, front bumper's up next. Like I said, I got to pop the gasket in it first. Then I have to find out where I put all the bolts for it. Well, we'll see. So I'm definitely gonna have to get a few more clips, but pretty solid. Guess we'll move on to the taillights and rear bumper next. Pretty. What a lovely color. So that's pretty much it. I just threw a couple bolts in the rear bumper. I need to get some more hardware. I've been making a note of what it needs. It's pretty minimal, just a few 8 and 10 mil coarse thread nuts, a couple body nuts, a couple fine thread metal nuts. But yeah, she's getting close. This thing's looking real good. Sorry, I'll flip over to this mode. Doesn't skew the image quite as much. Beauty. Yeah, you can see the gap in there. I don't have the, I have the bracket, but it requires two M6 little body nut things, which I don't have here, so. Gonna repack the tools, move all this stuff back in, and this thing will be ready for kind of final workover, maybe this weekend even. Pretty exciting.